Hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer As We Like It, the Man United Director and channel for United and football fans. We are just talking and rounding up what we kind of assume. Um, you know what is right. I've got to that point whereby this week has been a quite tumultuous week for a lot of United fans, and the expectations, the waiting for drama, waiting for breaking news, waiting for urgent news that Ten Hag can be fired. But no one's ever thought, who are we getting? Who's going to replace him? And what is the guarantee he's going to bring out the best in these players who are actually so weak mentally? You see what I mean? It's just a situation whereby, it's not just to bring a new manager. He might want his own players. He might want different players. And it's like we just assume it's just like Lego, just click it in and it just starts. It doesn't work like that. He might want to get rid of some of these players. He might need to want to bring his own players and start afresh again. I'm not saying we need to stick with Ten Hag if things are so bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm simply saying is, when do we now hold the players accountable for this abysmal, shocking performance? But like, if you listen to Bernie McCarthy's interview recently, he did say these guys will train so well, do so well in training. On match day, it'll be completely a pile of poo-poo, absolute nonsense. And you ask yourself, then what is wrong with the player? I think United need to start vetting players mentally, psychologically, and seeing how tough they are mentally. I say this. Rashford is the oldest, most senior player here. When I say senior, he's been in the club the longest than anyone. Because he started from the academy, right? He's been there, Louis van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole, Ragnick, and now. You would, but they say you can't assume. Because if I assume, assume means I'll make an ass out of me and you. So I'm not going to assume he should be doing better. I'm not saying he has to be the captain. But when have you ever seen Rashford galvanize players? Come on, let's go, guys. We shouldn't get our heads dropped. No, he would be the first person head that drops in a situation where United things are not going well. It's quite shameful, literally. He knows the club's fibre more than any other current Man United player. It's quite pathetic. Honestly, it's pathetic. You know, because it's like cancer. It spreads across the team. You know what I mean? When one head drops, Bruno's head drops, he starts acting erratically and passing stupid passes, making passes that he literally mission impossible passes. But you ask yourself, why are these players so mentally, psychologically, pathetically bad? Why are they so weak mentally? I don't know. I don't really know. I think players need to be vetted. Look at the caliber players we've had over the years. The Kings, the Inces, the Hughes, the Cantonas, the Rooneys, the Ronaldos, Vidiches, the guys who have that urge in them, that never say no retreat, no surrender, that we are not gonna lose today. We won't be beaten. That kind of mentality. Where are those players? Why are we always getting these weak jelly babies? Go a goal down. I don't feel like playing anymore. I'm tired. What the fuck? You see what I mean? It's just so sad. But this week, as it stands, Erik Ten Hag wasn't fired. He just did have a meeting. From sources I've heard, they did discuss him. Ashworth and Berardo believe Erik Ten Hag needs to be given a few more games, more time. Ratcliffe wants him gone, but what is the replacement? They're thinking, okay, make Ruud interim for now, then bring in another manager. And you know, to figure about the cost it's going to cost to bring in another manager, pay off Erik Ten Hag. It's a lot of money. United aren't that rich. You know what I mean? Joe Glazer has told Ashford, if that's what they want to do, he's giving them his blessings. So, you know what I mean? But the whole toxic, divided fan base, I've done 5 polls. I did one poll before the meeting. I did another poll after the meeting. And after the meeting, I feel a lot of people start to realize, like, okay, hang on a minute. It became back to 50-50. Prior to the poll, it was 60-40, one he's sacked. Now it's, right, let's get a few more games. But defensively, United are not too bad, but Martinez has been shocking. But you got to ask, we can't score goals. Why can't we score goals? Xerxes is a good player. What is the problem now? We don't create enough chances. How many times have you seen balls into the box? I don't see any. I don't see any. You see what I mean? So it is quite frustrating, to say the least. And when we do get chances, we can't score. You know what I mean? The goalkeeper's out there making an acrobatic save, the save of the match is life saving, making some incredible man of the match saves, or we just keep missing the target. That is where we are. But while you're watching, smash the like on our video. Don't forget to share and subscribe. You know, we are very close to 4,000K. So we are literally under 100 short. So please do your best to support us and keep subscribing to our channel. Share our content so we can be able to make more content for you guys. This international break, we saw England lose 2-1 to Greece. That was a shock. But that's the same thing as same shit, different day in a different toilet. You see what I mean? It does. You see, it's like same circus, different ringmaster. You know what I mean? You have to get rid of certain players. At United, there's so many players who I would say need to be removed. When I mean removed, they're not fit enough. They're not good enough. They're not mentally tough enough. They're not psychologically prepared enough for United to play with that number, that badge on the shirt. They just can't handle it. So let's just cut the shenanigans, cut the shit, and just, if they're gonna sack him, sack him. If you're not gonna sack him, then back him. Stop dilly-dallying. INEOS need to take control of the situation. From all I can see, we got Brentford next Saturday, and Brentford are a barely good team. They score goals in 30 seconds. United defense that's always sleeping the first 20 minutes. We might be 4 down in 20 minutes, but I don't want to be negative. I want to be optimistic and not negative. But this team sometimes, they really are bad. Bad in the sense they just are mentally weak. That is what I'm scared about. So we got Brentford next Saturday. Every Ten Hag will still be in charge of the team at that time. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we can beat Brentford if we can. Because Brentford, they play some good football. Thomas Frank is one of the guys that United players, some of the United fans want him as United manager.